lovely countryside in the Czech Republic. We're to the west of the country and we're driving through on our way to this weekend car show. Yesterday we did some work on the front end. They were explaining to us that most of these cars come in from the States after they've been in an accident that's been a repairable write-off, and that's what's happened with this Challenger. So there was an issue with the front end. Now their front ends in this Shane, they're not adjustable, are they, from factory?
No, the front ends in these cars are a bit built to suit one job, and if you have an accident, well then you've got to either straighten it or do modifications like we've had to.
Yes, so the modifications here, he's bought the tool as well that came with the kit, and it's allowed us to slot and move the front end. We haven't had to move it much, but we've had to adjust the camber.
We've needed to adjust the suspension by 1 degree in each direction, so we've needed to bring the lower side of the wheel in and the radius rod forwards to alter the caster.
So this way now, as we're driving through these lovely windies and having a look at these great villages. I love the colours on these houses. It's fantastic, and just the history here is fantastic. But the front end it feels more stable. It's not skipping over the road. It's not pulling to one side because one of the wheels isn't sitting further forward than the other one. So it's actually quite a pleasure to drive.
But how's this, Emmy? Look, we're going down a straight road. I can let go of the steering wheel, and we're driving perfectly straight. And I did the wheel alignment with the tape measure. Yeah,
which is, it'll be just about. Oh my God, I'm not doing that. How's that? Not good.
Well, I should hope so.
Shane can measure on a tape measure.
Yes, I can.
No, he'd have it about 95, 96%.
Yeah, it still needs to go for a wheel alignment, but it's pretty good. Like, it drives. If you can let go of the steering wheel and it drives straight, that's a good effort.
Yeah, it's not skipping all over the road. So, and even some of the bumpier roads, it's been really good. So talking to Lee, one of the reasons he got himself this white Challenger is, number one, he loves his Mopars. Number two, his GLX is white, and he finds that he was missing that V8. He said, you're working all day. He himself lives in quite a busy area, and on the weekend you just want to unwind and go for a drive, cruise along. I'll wait for you to finish accelerating. You just want to go for a drive and cruise along these great open roads. It's great for your mental state and just to unwind. So nothing really different from anybody else around the world. It seems to be a universal thing that people just want to get out, have a little bit of freedom, and that's why they get these muscle cars and these classic cars. That's part of the passion, is to go out and just stretch your legs. I mean, it's wonderful driving out here. You can feel yourself relaxing. You're looking at all of these great fields and villages, and it's just fantastic. Same in Europe, whether it's getting it out on the Autobahn, which is awesome.
Oh.
Gotta love the Autobahn.
You've got to watch out for these signs that get angry.
Oh yeah, and the angry signs.
Yeah. They get angry. I don't know why they're angry all the time, but anyway.
These signs are actually quite good. They tell you exactly what speed you're doing in town and whether you're speeding. So it's really good. Keeps you on the ball. So
it's quite a nice car to drive. Like this is the first time I've driven a Challenger.
Well, a modern Challenger. You've driven plenty of older Challengers.
Yeah.
But it's the first time you've driven a modern Challenger.
Yeah.
I don't know, could you see yourself converted to a modern car?
No.
Did you want some time to think about that?
Because like, you bang this car through the corners and it just sticks. It really does stick well, but there's no challenge. The challenge is
out of the Challenger.
It's out of the Challenger. It's just sort of, it drives itself. It's very driving. Well, as I said, it drives itself.
It thinks it's got all the bells and whistles.
Yes.
I don't know, how are you enjoying that traction control?
It's really good. The car's not really a powerful car to what I'm used to, but you know, it is only a 5.7, but it goes okay.
So as a bog stock from the factory, this is how you got them. Challenger, it's a good deal. I mean, it's nice. It does everything you want it to do. It's set up well.
It is.
So it's comfortable. It does absolutely everything, and that's exactly what he wanted. He wanted something he can jump in and just take off, leave his worries behind him for a couple of hours, and just unwind. And
here we are using his car.
And of course, listen to the great rumble of a V8, because that's what he said. He missed the rumble of the V8. How do you like the sport button too?
Oh, the sport button's pretty good. I like how it lifts the RPM and the ignition when it shifts gears. Does that little Volkswagen pop as it changes gears.
But
it's pretty cool.
But doesn't it also make it just a little bit louder?
Oh yeah, it is a bit quiet for me, but yeah, it does make it louder. Yeah.
The sports button sort of opens that exhaust out a little bit more.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, it's all good. It's especially good. There are these great big long tunnels that run through Austria and Germany, and I don't know about you, but when I'm riding my Harley or driving a V8 through those tunnels, you got to give them a couple of cursory revs just to hear it echoing off the walls. So following behind Lee yesterday, we hit a couple of tunnels and he did exactly that, and the sound was awesome. It was really good.
It is a nice sounding car. Like for a modern Hemi V8, it sounds nice. It's not the aggressiveness of a
old school V8,
it's not.
But it does sound nice.
It's not that wheel crazy spinning nuts, you know. But it's nice to drive. If you wanted to go for a Sunday drive and you didn't want your ears bashed off, it's quite nice.
You know? So you can choose to either open the loud pedal or not.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
When Shane drives, he always chooses to open the loud pedal.
Well, you know,
you never get as good fuel.
Every set of lights is a drag race, isn't it? Well, it is. Every set of lights. Yeah, we've been driving these horrible Volkswagen bus while we've been over here, and you got to wring its neck to do 200 k's an hour on the autobahn, but
you managed.
Well, I managed, but you put the foot into it and you got to wait. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we'll go now.
You got to wind up. You have to wind up the lucker band.
Yes, that's right. It's like we're thinking about it. What are we going to do? We're going to shift down. Yeah, we'll shift down, and what we'll do is we'll start spooling up a turbo. Yes. And now we'll pipe out.
Oh, hang on, no, wait a minute. We need to stop for a cup of tea.
That's right. Have a rest.
That's right. That's a lot of work.
It makes it really interesting when you pull out and you go, oh, I better take off in a hurry. There's a car flying around a bend.
And the car has to think about it.
Yeah, and you're going, shit, stop thinking about it and just go, will you? But yeah, it's quite funny.